Hello friends, this is Navdeep Mehta and welcome to AI. And today we shall continue with our previous project, that is job salary prediction. Okay, in the previous what we have done our company according to salary and with its frequency. Now today we are going to continue the title according to job title, which type of job you are doing, how many mostly frequent job in UK, and what was according to the salary, which job title has highest salary, which job title has less salary, like that. So in previous we have using what we are using Jupyter notebook for our program, but here we are using Google Colab for our further future because my system configuration is not too high, so I am using Google Colab for our all the work so that our system will work fine. So here you see we have got that a PLT dot figure size. Okay, it is used to draw the size of figure, to borrow the size of figure. This is 18 pixel length and 3 height. So here you see DF1 PD dot data frame TF title value count. Value count is to count different count of title value. If suppose there are 20 titles out of 100 data, then you count that title 1 has how many counts, title 2 has how many counts, like that. And we have made the top 10, and you see that business development management has the highest salary, highest frequent. So in America, in UK, the most person who is working is business development management. So mostly are engaged in what, business development. Then project manager, then management accountant, sale, account manager, mechanical design, financial manager, credit controller, cleaner, and account assistant. These are the top 10 highest number of people working in UK. Now, if we talk about the salary, then we can see that business development management has highest number of people who are working in UK, and his salary is also high. Then project manager, then management account, then you see sales executive have highest number of fourth top job people. The people in UK is. So here you see after management account, you see sales executive either has most number of people working in the UK is sales executive, as it comes to the fourth place. But when you talk about the salary, it will go at the last ninth place. So you can see either sales executive is highest number of people working, but their salary is low. And you see after that, financial manager have six highest number of people working in that, but in this, if we talk about the salary, then salary of the financial manager is top 4. Then you can see financial controller, that is not in the top 10 of the list. Then mechanical design, as well mechanical design have same, the number of people as compared to the salary have same. Now account manager, now here you see that also in the case of account manager, number of people working as an account manager is highest in UK, but the salary is low. Yes, business analytics has highest salary, but less number of people is working as a business analytics in UK. After that, you can see sales executive, that is I have told you already, sale manager, and then sale manager also in the top, not top on the 10 of the list. So let's move to the next, that is location nominalized. Okay, location nominalized means is particular city. Now you see highest number of people working here UK, then London, Southeast London, the city, Manchester, the Leeds, Brighton, Central London, West Midlands, and Surrey. These are the highest frequent places where people, most of the people were working. But if we talk about the salary, then you can see, 1 minute. Yes, okay. Now you see that they are first, fourth places are just like same. That people working in UK has highest number and their salary is also high. But as you see at the fifth place, Manchester comes. But you see Central London, that is at the seventh place, sorry, eighth place. But in the if we talk about the salary of these people, then it becomes at the fifth place. So if you're working in Central London, if even people is less, but the salary is high, like that you can see every much all of the other things you can compare. Now here you see I have plotted SNS.bar plot df contract type this salary normalized u is equal to df contract time. U is equal to df contract time. It will categorize it bit according to the contract time. Okay, so this graph is categorized according to the contract time. Now here you see number of people working as a full time, okay, then is highest as compared to the part time, and here's to the equal number of people working in full time. Whether the number of people working as a permanent or the number of people working as a contract in UK as a full time have same number, but in part time you can see in part time more number of people working as a contract, but less number of people working as a permanent. You see there clearly. Let me see. Now here you see this is at this place and this is at this place. So you can see that if we talk about the part time, then contract is more and permanent is less. But if we talk about the full time, then both are equal. Okay, let's move to the next. I think I have already plotted this graph, so there is no need. Now after doing all these things, now we move to the sadly normalized with the box plot. Box plot is used to detect outliers. And you see after this line, after this line, these all are what? These all are outliers. But as you see, these are continuous, so we can say that from this place it will be outlier. But these are outliers. But here you see continuity in it, so we can consider that our outlier is from this place. So anything above this is considered as outlier. Okay. So let's how to remove outlier. First we know how to check how many values in our data outlier present. So for that here you see, as you have seen the statics of data science, we have shown you that how we can calculate outliers. We have not shown you, but you can see with many YouTube channels and how to detect outlier. It is a numerized function like that. Here you see. 1 minute. Here you see. After this, it is normally distribution function, and after this, these are what outliers. So let's move to the next. Now here you see, here we have make a list out. Here we are going to store list. Sorry, store outliers. Now we have defined a function providing x, that is from here. Now threshold is 3. Now you can see that 3 value, that is 6.7791 point something, about 99 like that. So if any value comes after 3, that is considered to be as outliers. Now we have calculated what mean, then a standard deviation. As you see, some function belongs to mu is equal to 0 and a standard deviation is equal to 1. So here you see in normally distribution, you can watch it details in some YouTube channel. Others I can also study you these things later on. Normally distribution. So here we have calculated firstly what mean, then a standard deviation. Okay, then we have calculated z. Z is equal to what? As you see calculation, I is what? I is our value in X is I minus mean. Mean is what? Mean is the mean of this value is mean. Understand with I minus mean divided by STD. Okay. I suppose we have data. Let me show you. We have got a data 4, and if it, in a data set a 4 is present, and here in mean is 2, and the standard deviation is 1. Okay. So here 4 minus 2 divided by 1 is equal to how many value? 2. Okay. So here 2. So here you see 2 is greater than 3. No. So it will not going to append. So it is not considered to be as outlier. Suppose we have value 8. So 8 minus 2 upon 1. How much? 6. So is 6 is greater than 3? Yes, then it is considered to be as outlier. So it will going to append 6 in odd list. OAT dot append is used to insert value in the list. Okay, then return outlier. Now here you see we have provided here X is Sally normalized. It is going to calculate the mean of Sally normalized. It is firstly going to calculate the mean of Sally normalized, then a standard deviation of Sally normalized. Then for I, it is going to consider the first value in the X Sally normalized, calculated the value of Z, then is check is it less than or greater than 3. If it is greater than 3, then it's going to append in this list OUT and return the list. Now here you see these all are what? These all are outliers present in our data set. These all are outliers. These all are outliers. Now if we check the length of the list, that how many outliers present in our data set, len lst. First we have to run this, then run this. Now you see there are 4016 data present in our data set, data outlier. Now this is used to delete the outliers in the data set. Firstly we have to calculate 0.5 quantile, then 0.75 quantile, then we have to calculate IQR, and IQR is what? Q3 minus Q1. It is a percentile value. So here we have subtracted IQR. Then for the upper and lower bound, so 2.25 and 0.75, that is if any value is less than, let me I will show you, if some value in our data set is less than this one at here, then it also considered as outliers. And if greater than this one, it is also considered as outliers. So if any value is less than upper one, it means 0.75, that is the line that is show you, it is going to delete. And if any value that is, it is going to store in the upper, okay, and it is going to store in the lower. If any value is less than what? The 0.25, then it is going to store in the lower part. Now you can remove df.upper drop function and you can delete the outliers in our dataset. After that, you can see here there are some continuity values which are not considered outliers, but rest of the value is deleted. So we can say yes, we have successfully removed our outliers. Here you see we have successfully removed outliers in our dataset. Now these are the data pre-processing, but now we are going to see we are going to deal with the missing value. Okay, so in our next lecture we are going to deal with the missing value in our data set.